Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India, Narendra Modi, Your Excellency, the Chairman of the African Union, President Robert Mugabe, Your Majesties, Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Chairperson of the African Commission, Dr. Nkosazana Zuma Dlamini, Honorable Ministers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. We take this opportunity to thank the President, the Prime Minister, the government and the people of the Republic of India for being such a good host and organizer of this summit. Today's summit, which seeks to strengthen and promote the cooperation between Africa and India, is a clear testimony of our close friendly ties that have existed for a very long time. We thank our host country for building the bridge between Africa and India. Since this summit was conceived in 2008, there's been a number of programs and projects that have benefited many countries in Africa in a variety of sectors. We are very grateful that India continues with her commitment to develop Africa, which is seriously lagging behind from other continents, and such support will certainly go a long way in bridging this gap. We might be thousands of miles apart from each other and located on different continents, but through information, communication, and technology, we are very close to each other since the world has become a global village. Through the various support that you have extended to Africa, we feel your presence each and every day on our shores. Your Excellencies, like some African countries, India does not have many natural resources, but through the hard work of its citizens, the people have attained the developed status that the country now enjoys. We salute the citizens of this great nation for the sacrifice of sharing with us their experiences and skills in a variety of fields. We wish to praise India for the programs we see which demonstrate an admirable commitment to develop its people. We have no doubt that we have a lot to learn from your success stories. You have been able to develop a social welfare system, good infrastructure research center, information and technology institutions, to mention but a few. As India continues to develop in leaps and bounds, she has not left Africa behind. We say thank you, India, for partnering with us. We appreciate that India is providing support to a variety of sectors such as quality education, skill development, and capacity building, health, clean energy resources, infrastructure, trade and industry, among many others. The issue of energy remains critical if we are to realize economic growth. Some African countries are currently faced with an acute shortage of energy, and this has hampered our investment drive as a country. We would welcome investors from India to explore investment opportunities in this sector. Your Excellencies, the line of credit that provide concessionary loans have also contributed immensely to infrastructure development in Africa. The Kingdom is also a beneficiary of these loans in agriculture, ICT, and education and training. Your Excellencies, our summit follows on the footsteps of the launch of the UN Post-2015 Agenda, which seeks to create an enabling environment for mankind to live in. In June this year, Africa adopted Vision 2063, which crafts the roadmap for the future of our continent, the Africa we want. Therefore, our summit priorities link very well with the targets of our Global Agenda 2030 and Africa's Agenda 2063. We in the Kingdom of Eswatini have also set for ourselves a national vision which seeks to encourage every citizen to work hard so that the country can attain a developed status by 2022. We believe this vision is attainable despite the fact that we are not blessed with many natural resources, but through the hard work of our people, we are confident we shall attain it. We are driven by an agricultural economy, manufacturing industries, and small-medium enterprises. We hope our friend, the Republic of India, will continue to work with us in pursuing our vision, since all the priority areas of Agenda 2030 and 2063 are contained in our national vision. We strongly believe that trade and industry are critical because through investment, the kingdom can create jobs, especially for the youth. Africa is faced with a huge population of young, skilled people who are not employed and yet can contribute positively to our sustainable economic development. Innovation and creativity remains the driving force in this era of ICT. The Kingdom of Eswatini is pleased that through our partnership with India, we are in the process of completing an innovation park which is expected to be a center of excellence and creativity. We appeal to the Indian government to assist with building the capacity of our people to enable them to develop this facility into a science and research city of ideas that can transform our economy into that of a developed country. The issue of climate change continues to affect Africa in particular and the whole world in general. Most affected are developing countries like ours. Africa is looking forward to the conclusions of the comprehensive climate change agreement based on the principles of equity and common but differentiated responsibility. In the Kingdom, we have embarked on a dam construction program aimed at strengthening water harvesting for both potable use and irrigation. This will also help our farmers to diversify from sugarcane to other commercial crops in order to meet our food sufficiency objectives. We are currently distributing farm inputs to subsidize farmers through the support of the Indian government, but this program is being affected by the current drought we are experiencing in the region. This phenomenon has had a devastating effect on our farmers and the population in general. Your Excellencies, we wish to thank India for supporting Africa, especially in providing affordable and quality medicines to meet our challenges caused by pandemics such as HIV/AIDS, TB, malaria, and lately Ebola last year. We are grateful that India is supporting Africa's voice of a fair and just composition of the UN Security Council as contained in the Ezulwini Consensus. The support provided to maintain peace and stability on our continent has indeed brought peace to Africa. Finally, in order to track progress of the implementation of the 2015 Africa-India Framework for Strategic Cooperation and its plan of action, we need to have an effective and efficient monitoring mechanism in place. The Kingdom endorses the framework, which is to develop the formulation of the monitoring mechanism within 3 months. As we leave this forum, let us go back to our respective countries and implement the resolution we have agreed to pursue for the benefit of our people. I thank you, and may Almighty God bless us all.